Step into the blueprint room with me. On this table, you see every plan we've used so far. The wall with a cold joint, the tower with one overloaded column, the soft story building with a weak first floor, the car with blown shock absorbers. Each drawing fixed one failure. Today, we lay them all on top of each other to design one simple system built to survive a full 30-year financial storm cycle. You've already seen how pausing contributions, overloading one asset, skipping an emergency fund, and panicking in a crash each create their own crack. Now I'll show you how all four connect, and how to build one structure where funding, allocation, cash and behavior all protect each other for 30 years.
If you want the master blueprint that ties all the past briefings together, hit like now and subscribe so you don't miss this inspection.
Cold joint. You stop the concrete trucks. The fresh pour never fully bonds. The joint becomes the crack. Load path. Fracture. You stack too much weight on one growth column. When stress hits, that column fails first. Soft story. Failure, strong upper floors, weak first floor. Quake hits, the building folds at the bottom. Shock absorber. Failure, normal road, dead shocks. Every bump feels like a crash. Inside your money, these show up as stopping contributions and waiting for the dip. Putting almost everything in one hot asset. Ignoring the emergency fund. Checking daily and selling in fear. They look like separate mistakes, but they share one pattern. Each one removes a piece of your safety structure, so when the storm hits, nothing is left to carry the load. Here is what a properly engineered financial structure looks like. On one side, a continuous wall of contributions, money flowing in every month through good markets and bad. Supporting the tower, multiple columns, different asset classes sharing the load. Under the whole structure, a solid first floor, 3 to 6 months of bare-bones expenses in cash and safe reserves. And connected to the road of real life, behavior rules acting as shock absorbers when you look, when you rebalance, how you withdraw, what you do in a crash. Remove any one part, and the map starts to break. Stop contributions? You create cold joints in your timeline. Overweight one asset? You create a load path fracture. No emergency fund? You build a soft story. No rules? You rip out your shocks and let emotion drive. This briefing is about seeing your entire system at once and asking 3 simple questions. Which parts are already strong? Which parts are missing? Which parts need a retrofit before the next 30-year storm? Let's run a quick 4-point audit on your own plan. Point 1. The pour. Do you have automatic contributions going into your long-term accounts every month? Or do you pause when the news turns scary and promise you'll restart later? Those gaps are the cold joints in your timeline. Point 2. The load path. Look at your allocation. Does one asset class carry more than 70–80% of the weight? All stocks? All tech? One giant fund? If one column carries nearly everything, normal market stress will eventually find it. Point 3. The first floor. How many months of bare-bones expenses do you actually hold in cash and safe reserves? 1 month or less means a soft story first floor. 1 bad year can force you to sell investments at the worst time. Point 4. The shocks. Do you have written rules for how often you check, when you rebalance, how you withdraw, and what you'll do in the next crash? Or are you still letting mood and headlines decide your moves? The more no answers you just gave, the more your structure needs work.
If this audit already revealed a few weak spots, tap like, you're in the right place, subscribe so you don't miss the retrofit.
Now, let's define a simple target. First, continuous pour. Pick a monthly amount you can keep, through good markets and bad. Automate it into your retirement and investment accounts. Second, balanced load path. Choose an asset mix that spreads stress. For many people, something like 60% growth, 25% bonds, 15% income, instead of 90% riding on one risk. Third, first floor. Work toward 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in cash. That is your building code. Fourth, behavior shocks. Write down how often you check your accounts, when you rebalance, what you do with withdrawals in down years, your crash script for the next 20–40% drop. These 4 choices are your structural blueprint. Markets will still move. Life will still throw surprises. But with all 4 parts in place, you no longer rely on luck, timing, or willpower alone. You rely on design. How do you retrofit your real life into this blueprint? Step 1. Fix the poor. Turn manual, emotional contributions into automatic deposits. Even small monthly amounts matter more than big, random bursts. Step 2. Fix the load path. Look at your pie chart. If any slice is oversized, plan a gradual rebalance over the next year. Step 3. Build the first floor. Direct part of each new dollar, from paychecks, bonuses, refunds, into a separate emergency fund until you hit your month target. Step 4. Install the shocks. Write your rules. Set calendar reminders. Turn off constant portfolio alerts. Move your trading app out of sight. You're not trying to fix everything this week. You're aiming your next 12 months of decisions at one clear blueprint. Every automatic transfer, every small rebalance, every month your emergency fund grows, every time you follow your rules instead of fear. That's another section of your structure locking into place. Here are your final orders. Tonight, on a single sheet of paper, you will draw your 30-year structure. Box 1, your monthly contribution amounts. Box 2, your target asset mix. Box 3, your emergency fund target in months and where you are today. Box 4, your 4 behavior rules. Check, rebalance, withdraw, crash script. To guide you, I built a 30-year structural blueprint checklist. It walks you through these 4 boxes and gives you space to plug in your own numbers and rules. Cold joints, overloaded columns, soft stories, failed shocks. You've seen each failure on its own. Now it's time to design the system that prevents all 4. Download the checklist. Draw your blueprint tonight. Start your retrofit this month, so the next 30 years rest on structure, not luck.
If this briefing pulled all the pieces of your plan into one clear design, hit like, subscribe for weekly engineering analysis, and share it with someone who has plenty of accounts but no real blueprint holding them together. Class dismissed.